Hi everyone, how are you doing? Nde ba ike kede, amam no dodi. Okay, today I want to talk about the story of Osinachi. I know most of you must have heard this story, must have heard the death of Osinachi, how painful it is. So, in this video, I'll be speaking both English and Igbo all together because I sure me work with this blue app. It will make nobody here place your account on restriction. So, to avoid that, I'll be using Igbo to pronounce some words that might go against their policy. So, Akiko Osinachi, apparently a new thing, is no longer in use. This happened since 8th of April. For those who doesn't know Osinachi is the person that sang Ekueme, that popular gospel singer. Yes, I know you remember. So, according to the story, at first it was reported that Osinachi died of heart cancer. Though everybody on social media believed that, though we have already typed rest in peace and also prayed for her family, until a friend posted on her Instagram page that Osinachi didn't die of heart cancer, that it was her husband who killed her due to domestic violence. First, when I heard this, I wanted to make a video concerning this and address the issue. But later I said no, that okay, let me sit back and see the investigation. But because definitely the police are going to investigate that. So at the end of everything, it was investigated, and also and even the family testified that it's true, that it's her husband who killed her due to domestic violence. They attest that Osinachi has been facing domestic violence since her first day of marriage, that the husband has been beating her, hit her, locked her outside, and so many other painful things that the family confirmed. According to the mother on an interview with BBC Igbo, she said when Osinachi put birth to her first child, her first boy child, that she wanted to go for Omugo, but the husband deprived her of visiting her daughter. She also said that the husband never called her to inform her that Osinachi has put to birth until she heard from her neighbors and she had to call Osinachi and confirm. Osinachi said yes. She told her that I want to come. And Osinachi said her husband said that she should not come to her house. The husband also told the mother, according to the mother, that don't come to my house, that you don't want to see the mother anywhere close to her house. So the mother said that she don't know what to do, and she has tried so many times to talk to Osinachi about her marriage, to ask her things, how she lived in the house. But Osinachi is not the type that always open up to her mother, or in short to her siblings. Rather, she would tell her friends, but not to her family, and she will always want them not to tell anybody else. In conclusion, the mother said that the husband promised her some time ago that Osinachi will either come back alive or she will come back dead. And according to the mother, the man actually fulfilled the promise. Osinachi ended up coming back dead. Even the sister attests to BBC Igbo how the man promised to separate both of them, because Osinachi has a twin sister, Amarachi Eze. Amarachi also gave an interview with BBC when she explained how the husband promised her that he will make sure that she and Osinachi will become best of enemies. That at times she and Osinachi always sing together, but since Osinachi got married, the husband never allowed her to come outside, nor allow her to visit her sisters, her family, even to see her mother. There was a time that she came to Abuja and she had to sleep outside. She had to sleep outside without food. She doesn't have money. She hoped that Osinachi will bring food for her, but at the end of the day, the husband didn't allow her. She said so many derogatory things. And they were asked that, okay, why didn't you guys tell the police, bring Osinachi back or stop her from marrying this Mr. Peter Nwachukwu? And the mother said that she tried so many times to stop Osinachi, that the only time Osinachi cried out to her, that she sent her sister to Abuja to bring Osinachi back, that Osinachi stayed with her for 1 year and 3 months before the husband came back and started asking for forgiveness. But then when the husband came and was asking for forgiveness, She told Osinachi that Osinachi would not go back to the man's house and told the man to leave her house, that he will not marry her daughter again. But Osinachi refused. Osinachi told the mother that what the Lord has joined together, let no man put asunder. Then she packed her things and followed her husband. She said that since Osinachi went back to her husband, everything became worse. He started treating her how he usually treats her. So, with all the investigation, you can see that her family members have tried in their own way to help Osinachi, but she that they want to help doesn't want the help. They have advised her to leave the marriage. She refused. Well, the problem with this domestic violence of a thing is that sometimes even those that are being abused, they don't know that they are even facing domestic violence. Yes, some of them say that, oh, I made a mistake and he was trying to correct me, or I made a mistake and she was trying to correct me. But my dear sister, no man will correct you with beating. No man will correct you with abusive words. So please, when marriage or relationship gets to the point of hitting one another, be it a man or a woman, please take a leave. Walk out from that marriage. Walk out from that relationship. It will not go anywhere. It will not help you. Okay? And can I talk to women? Marriage or no marriage doesn't mean anything, and it doesn't make you either less. Okay? If there is marriage in your life, good and fine. Why, if there is no marriage, it doesn't make you less either? So the society should stop all this dressing that they're dressing marriage, make it look as if it's one thing, that without it, a woman is not a woman. Please, you are beautiful, you are hardworking, you are good, with or without marriage. And when we talk of domestic violence or abuse in relationship or marriage, some people think, most of the people think that it's beating and fighting. Yes, beating and fighting is one of it. But you know that there are also emotional abuse, where someone will tell you some kind of words, like you can't even get over it. Imagine a partner is telling you that, even marrying you is a favor, you don't deserve me. Those things are emotional abuse. These are words that you can't even forget. You get? So when it comes to this point, gradually be giving the person space. Don't let anyone see being with you as favor to either him or her. Please don't let anyone feel like they're doing you a favor for marrying you or having a relationship with you. You are beautiful and handsome with or without the person. You are unique in your own way. You are unique without him or her. So don't let anyone, because this domestic violence thing now is becoming so rampant. Marriage is not a do or die affair. If marriage didn't work, take a leave, walk away. You might not divorce immediately, but give the person a space so that he or she will think about her life, realize their mistake, how to amend it if they want the relationship to continue. But if they don't want, don't force them. Please, if marriage doesn't work, carry your bag and go to your papa's house. Okay? And at the same time, African parents should stop seeing ladies whose marriage failed as the black sheep in their family or something. Please, people should give women that chance, or welcome them back anytime the marriage fails. Well, nobody prays for a failed marriage or relationship, but when it occurs, life can happen to anybody. Be it a minister, be it Olusho, be it a sinner, whosoever, life can happen to anybody. In the case of Osinachi Nwachukwu, Osinachi is a minister and a gospel singer. She sings with like the spirit. When you are listening to her songs, you will feel like the Holy Spirit is with you. Like she's that type that uses her voice to win souls for Christ. But look at what's happened to her. Osinachi is not even a poor woman. She's not the type that depends on her husband. She's a rich woman. She's able to cater for her kids and herself. It is understandable that sometimes women are afraid to walk out of marriage because most women depend on their family, depend on their husband. Without their husband, they cannot buy anything, they cannot do anything. They all their life expenses, everything completely depend on the man. But the case of Osinachi is quite different. She doesn't depend on her husband. But why did she choose to stay in this abusive marriage is what still baffles me. I think it's because of what the society will say. She's a minister, of course. Imagine Osinachi divorced her husband. Imagine how the society will see it. They will see her as a failure. That woman that she preaches what she cannot do. And in my own side, I also think that Osinachi is the type that preaches so much against divorce because without that, I don't see why she didn't leave the marriage just to be alive and train her kids. She have 4 children, 3 boys and 1 girl, for crying out loud. Who will take care of these kids? Her mother is old. So who will train these kids for her? So please, women, instead of you to die in any abusive marriage, please leave. Leave that marriage. That is why I always say, get something doing. As a woman, you can't afford to be a liability, complete liability. You are not doing anything. You are not pursuing any career at all, not doing anything for a living, no skills, nothing. You are just there, sleeping, woke up, eat, cook, watch, finish. Same routine every day. Are you not getting tired of it? So please, all I'm saying is that if it doesn't work, take a leave. Thank you so much for always listening to us. Of course, I will make another video of the interview with her siblings and her husband. Yes, so please, thank you so much for always coming back to watch our video. We love you so much. Please don't forget to share our link, like our videos. Please also help us to share our videos on your timeline on Facebook. We love you and love you and love you all.